Hi, my friends. So, today we are going to continue talking about different cultures and nationalities and religions and colors and how we all can just be friends and none of it should even matter. So, the first thing that I want to do is read this really great book called This is the Way We Go to School. And it's about different children from all over the earth, all over the world, and how they get to school. Because no matter where you live, no matter who you are, if you're a kid, you go to school. So it's just another thing that we all have in common. So let's take a look at this book, and then I have a couple more things that I want to do today. This is The Way We Go to School by Edith Bear. And the illustrations in this book are great too. One by one or two by two, come along, it's fun to do. Ellen takes it nice and slow. Time to watch the flowers grow. And Ellen is from Hawaii. Liz and Larry, as a rule, wear their jogging shoes to school. But at 20 minutes past, roller skates are twice as fast. And they are in California. And the fastest way by far is by school bus or by car. Jenny, Jerry, Pete, and Perry ride the Staten Island Ferry. And that's in New York City. Cable cars take Jack and Jill up the hill and down the hill. That's in San Francisco. That's in California. And it's very, very hilly there. Michael and his friend Miguel see the rooftops from the L. That's in Chicago, in Illinois. Horse and buggy rides, it's plain, start the day for Jack and Jane. And they live in Pennsylvania. Those are Amish people. They don't drive cars. And in Philly, Mitch and Molly go to school by trackless trolley. That's in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania. Bianca, Beppo, Benedetto ride aboard the Vaporetto. And that's in Venice, in Italy. Venice doesn't have streets, it has water, so everyone rides on boats. Bundled up against the breeze, Niels and Solveig go on skis. And that's in Norway. There's a lot of snow in Norway. Palm trees help keep Ahmed cool on his sunny walk to school, and he lives in Egypt. And Mira takes time out to play. School's a hop and skip away. She lives in Israel. And watch Sepp and Heidi sail through the air from peak to vale. They're on a tram. That's in Switzerland. Akinyi leaves for school by train far across the mountain chain. That's in Kenya. Kenya's in Africa. Kay and Faye and Flo and Joe go to school by radio If you don't live near a school, you can do it by radio, which is kind of like a Zoom meeting, but without the video. They're in Australia. Bicycles bring Mei and Ling through the traffic of Nanjing. That's in China. And beneath the dripping sky, Ram is riding high and dry. He's in a double-decker bus. That's in India. William comes ashore by boat, counting seagulls while afloat. He's in Maine. That's in the United States. One of our states is Maine. Carlos takes the town in stride. He's in Guatemala. That's in South America. And Luz prefers the countryside. She lives in Mexico. And the famous metro line suits Igor and Ilyana fine. That's in Moscow, in Russia. Go by copter. That's in Siberia. That's another part of Russia that's really far away. Or by skidoo. Somewhere, sometimes, some kids do. That's in Canada. Canada also has a lot of snow. You come too. We'll look for you. And we talked about that at the very beginning of the school year. We talked about how you get to school. We made a graph. Some of us walk, some of us take a bus, some of us drive. Okay, now, I have another book, but it's a quick one, but before I read that book, I want to show you this chart I made. And what I did was I found out how to say the word friend in many, many, many different languages. And I know a lot of you speak different languages at home. And if I did not say the language that you speak, I know I missed a couple. I don't have Greek, so Andonios. You can send me an email or a text and tell me how to say friend in Greek. I know I didn't get Georgian, so you can tell me how to say it in Georgian. But I have a bunch of different languages here. So we say, in the United States, we say friend in English. There's a lot of languages spoken in the United States, but primarily English, and we say friend. In Spanish, friend is amigo. In French, friend is ami. In German, friend is Freund. In Italian, it's amico. And I'm sure I am not getting the pronunciations correctly, and I do apologize. In Norwegian, that's what they speak in Norway, like in the book we just read. They say ven for friend. In Russian, that's what Miss Rosenberg speaks, and I'm sure she can correct my pronunciation of drug. In Arabic, they say sadiq. In Mandarin Chinese, which I think Tiffany and Madison speak at home, and they can correct my pronunciation, they say peng yo. In Turkish, they say arkadas. In Hebrew, they say yadid. And in Tanzania, I thought this one was cool because I didn't know this. Friend is Rafiki, like the character in The Lion King. So his name meant friend. So nice. Okay, so I have one more book I want to read before we do our craft. And it's called We Are Citizens. And I don't love the word citizens in this book because citizens can have a political tone to it, and we don't mean it that way. When this book says we are citizens, it just means people who live in our community. Okay, so that's just how we're going to take it. And when I read the book, instead of saying citizens, I'm going to say friends, because that's what we're talking about today. So we are friends. So what is a citizen? And we're just talking about people. You're part of a group. You may be at school, at home, or in your community. So here are all lots of friends helping each other. So what do friends do? Friends help out. There are many ways you can help. This boy helps by raking leaves in the fall. How do you help out in your family? Friends work together. These friends clean up their classroom after some messy painting. Do you sometimes work with others to get a big job done? Friends speak up. This child raises his hand and then he shares an idea with his classmates. Do you let others know when you have something to say? Friends listen. These friends take turns talking. They listen carefully to each other. Do you listen to what your friends have to say? Of course. Friends care for others. One way to care for others is to collect cans for a food drive. And we've done that at the Kings Bay Y many times. How can you show that you care for people? Maybe the people in your family. Friends also care for the earth. These girls pick up litter in a pond. They want the pond to be clean for everyone. What can you do to help take care of our earth? So we are all friends. We belong to families, we belong to schools, we belong to communities. We work together, we help one another, and we care for one another and our world. So these are some things that you can do to be a good friend. So raise your hand in school, help clean your classroom or your room at home. Take good care of books, definitely that's a good one. Listen to your teacher or your mom and dad. Be kind to your friends. Solve problems with words. Use your words. Those are great ideas about how to be a good friend. Okay, I'll see you back here in just a minute for our craft today.